Continuing our look at round 6, the inaugural Salem 100 from the Salem Speedway in Indiana. Lap 82, Salvatore Provenzano is going to get by Jen Walker for second, although it's going to take him a little bit of time. He goes to the inside of the 89 car as they end up stuck up behind the 77 of Jason Teller Sr. Provenzano initially with a position, but Teller causes Walker to fight back on the outside. However, Provenzano will have it coming into 3 and he'll lap the 77. Lap 83, Gordon Moss running in 13th, has to pit because he has a puncture in the left rear. So Gordon down and out. We won't be seeing Gordon much longer after round 9. Zachary Lowe, who was supposed to drive this car last year, is going to take it over. Lap 87, Rush McLeod will not send out the unsponsored 71 with a point because he too gets a puncture. This one on the right front. So McLeod having to pit with a flat with a few laps to go. Lap 92, Walker's going to get back around Provenzano for second, coming onto the front straightaway. You see Taylor Bansma going to the inside of McLeod, who's fresh out of the pits. Walker blasting around the 58 and the 71, but she's a part of the second and final caution on lap 93. She laps Brendan Malloy, comes up quickly on the 0-2 of Johnny Bellows. Her right front gets locked in between Bellows' left rear and the back bar, and she has no choice but to dump the 0-2, who spins up into the 4 car. Going to take another look at this from above and focus on Bellows. You see Walker having to turn him around. Malloy going up into the wall after clipping Bellows. Bellows gets hit by Alex Neshmary as keep wanting to say Packer Carroll. McLeod just avoids him. He gets clipped by CJ Long. There's Neshmary coming in. John Hawks getting clipped by Landon Rohde, as well as Jacob Eichholz gets into CJ Long. Now, it was more problematic for Long because it would actually force him to retire. I don't know why CJ didn't hit the brakes on that. CJ, you know better. My goodness me. CJ having to drop out with just a handful of laps to go. Now we're going to take a look at Walker. And you see the right front get locked up with the left rear in the bar. She's lucky that her right front wasn't ripped off when Bellows started spinning. Officials saw this and ruled it a racing incident, and they allowed Walker to stay in second. Final restart at the end of lap 98. Kurt Shelton continuing the lead. He has Sean Percy and Robert Klesel between he and Walker, and that's a good thing considering how fast Walker's been. She gets around Klesel, but she comes up on Percy and cannot get around him right away, and that will allow Kurt Shelton to build up big enough of a lead. He'll lead the final 60 laps and win the inaugural Salem 100 and get a very emotional first ever CRL Modified Division victory. He's had a roller coaster career in Modifieds, but it finally pays off for the Californian as he wins here at Salem. Reed Weber started on the inside of the final row. He comes across the line to finish 12th and grab the final point, but it's Kurt Shelton's day to celebrate something he's been waiting a long time to do. He picks up the bonus point for leading the most laps, and there's great news about this car. It will no longer be unsponsored. Lexmark going to hop on board the 7 car at round 8 at Grand Detour, although they might jump on the ship early at the next round at Watkins Glen, considering how well Kurt drove today in victory. FedEx fastest lap obviously goes to Jen Walker, a 20.305. Here are the race results. The top 12, Shelton with an emotional first CRL Modified Division victory. Jen Walker finishing in second, tying her best finish from her debut last year in Iowa. Provenzano third. Dalla Stella fourth, so a great day for Scuderia Fama. Alan Musico finally scoring points this year. Doesn't have to worry about pre-qualifying anymore. Garth Davidson started on pole, finished 6th. Landon Rohde 7th. Pierre Duval in 8th. Brendan Rohde 9th. Antonio Mihailov scoring his first ever points, finishing 10th. Holden Roberts getting an important 2 points for 11th. And Reed Weber picking up the final point in 12th. John Hawks did not score a point today, and it's really shrunk his point lead down to just 1. Dalla Stella with 45 points, 1 back of the 17-year-old championship leader. Tina Lee hasn't scored since Carbondale. Well, she's only scored 1 point. That was Carbondale. Kurt Shelton now moved up to 4th. Provenzano now in 5th. Jen Walker in 6th. Landon Rhodey in 7th, Garth Davidson at 8. What I meant was Tina Lee's only scored 1 point since finishing 2nd at Phoenix, and that's the bonus point she got for winning pole at Carbondale. So she's really fallen apart since winning at Irwindale and finishing 2nd at Phoenix. Next up, we are headed to the Empire State, Watkins Glen, for the Business Council of New York State Shootout at the Glen. It will be held at night this year. We are through 6 rounds of the 2010 CRL Modified Division, and some of your cars have been running great. Some of them have been running very poorly. So I'm going to give you a chance to make changes. In the video description below, there is a link to the EFR Forums page, the EFR Forums topic related to this race. If you highlight on the points below 16th, if you don't see your driver's name, that means your driver has not scored any points. So I'm going to let you make changes. You have until this Sunday, October 10th at 5 p.m. Eastern to make your changes, and make sure you announce them in the comments section of this video. So I'm going to give you a chance to make your changes, whether it be driver related, sponsor related, your team's dropping out of the series, whatever. You have until 5 p.m. Eastern time this Sunday, October 10th, to announce your changes. So think about that, because I have not run Watkins Glen yet, but I will sometime next week. So think carefully about what you're going to do. Good luck, and again, post it in the comments section of this video.